it is scary how good of a tripod Ryutei Kudreno is. Like, I wish I could take a picture of this. This is crazy. Alright, hey YouTube, Shuka here. Vlog time. Nothing to unbox today or tonight. Actually, it's 2 in the morning right now. I just got done editing episode 16 of Geek Each Week. And later on tonight, we're recording episode 17. So I'm behind. I had family in town last weekend, and Kat was in town the weekend before that, so it's like 2 weekends in a row where I'm visiting people all the time and I don't have time to edit on the weekend like I normally do. So here I am with a bunch of really late podcasts, but I tried my best. So yeah, so today is going to be just a little vlog about just needing to talk. I need to talk about things. I need to project my everything onto my phone right now so y'all know what I'm saying. But anyway, I also apologize for the lighting. Like I said, it's really late at night. I should probably fix that a little bit because my computer is a very excellent light source. So, boom, there we go. Light. That's a little bit better already. So anyway, yeah, so just a lot of things. Like, I mean, anyone that pays attention to this channel and pays attention to me can just look at my upload schedule the past about 2 months and just know something is up. And I bounced around the subject a lot in the previous, like, 2 vlogs. Just that I had a lot of personal things going on, and that wasn't a lie. That was totally 100% true. And no, I'm not crying and tearing up already. Like I said, that wasn't a lie or anything like that. I did have a bunch of technical problems. I did have a review station that was out of commission for a while. My phone was about the only reliable thing that I had. Thankfully, that's what I used to record, but still, it was kind of a mess. And the way YouTube is right now with everything, it kind of makes you not want to bother, to say the very least. 'Cause I don't know, I guess the reason that I do this is because I love the interaction with you guys. I love being able to say hi and talk and all that. I just recently opened up a Discord server, and it's not very populated yet. I actually skedaddled from it for a while. I started it and just like kind of left because some things happened and I just didn't really want to be around people or talk to people a whole lot. But I'm hoping to hop back in there. But I opened up the Discord server. I talked to so many people on Twitter, on Facebook, and all that, and so, like, even without actually doing the videos, I'm still getting all of that kind of conversation with everyone. And so, even though I'm not working on anything right now, I'm still getting what I loved most out of doing this. And so, I guess when you look at your daily revenue and monthly revenue and all that, and it just goes down because of what's happening on YouTube. It's not so much anything else, it's just, it's affecting everybody. Like, even the bigger channels are losing a ton of money. It doesn't impact them as much because they make so much, but it is hitting everybody. It's not just small YouTubers like myself that are getting affected by this. It's happening to everybody. But the real kind of pain in the butt here is just the fact that you put in as much, if not more, work than you were originally, and you're getting so much less back. And I will just completely flat out say 100% that my revenue right now is about $400 to $500 less than it was last year, which was already down a couple $100 than it was in 2014. So, or 2015, yeah, which was lower than 2014, if you want to get technical. So, it's been going down and down and down, and like I said, that has a lot to do with YouTube's various changing of things. They change their payout system, they change how much, They change this algorithm, and that algorithm views are down, and then it's just kind of like a thing where advertisers are now backing out because people keep making racial and sexual kind of content, and the advertisers don't want to be associated with that kind of thing, so big advertisers are now backing out, so you're back to kind of, I don't want to say podunk, but just like kind of lower tier advertisers, and you just don't get as much money with those kind of advertisers. So it leaves you in a situation where I'm making significantly less doing this. And I kind of covered that before, but I just kind of wanted to be a little bit transparent of just how much this is affecting me. And I have applied to a ton of different jobs. I have yet to hear anything back over the course of the last month. But every couple days, I've been hitting up Indeed.com and just kind of shoving like 3 to 4 applications places in the area that are focusing on like social media or copywriting or marketing and stuff like that. Stuff I went to school for because I paid for that degree. I kind of want to use it. So I'm just trying really hard. I'm going to give it, I think I could afford to give it about 1 more month. Until I kind of pack up and just take whatever I can find at whatever retailer that wants another little stock boy. As much as I don't want to do that again, because I left Toys R Us for a reason, but it might just be where I end up, because so far I'm kind of striking out. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on applying and all that fun stuff, so I will persevere and hopefully get somewhere. Nothing like good old Coke Zero at 2 in the morning. I need a haircut so bad. This is a good look, isn't it? But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. And like I said, there's been very little content going out, and I actually have quite a bit filmed. It's just, like I said, that energy and that passion has been gone for the past 2 months, and it's a struggle to find it anymore. And it bothers me a lot, because I like doing this, I like talking to you guys, and I like everything, but when it was providing a comfortable living, it was really exciting. It's like, I get to do this, and I get to pay all my bills, and I get to eat food, and I get to buy more toys, and it was great. And now it's not, and it's like, well, okay, I gotta go find this other job, and I put a lot of effort into finding the other job, and it kind of just, it wears you out, both physically, mentally, and emotionally, by the end of it. And I feel like I'm just kind of making excuses at this point, but that's what this video is me making excuses. Whether they're valid or not is a completely different question completely. And I honestly don't really care about the answer to that question, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's what's happening, so I'm going to go ahead and talk my way through it. And so, like I said, it kind of, it drains you. Like, I get up in the morning, and I do, like, some menial chores. I do the wash, I do the dishes, whatever needs to be done. Litter boxes, taking dogs out, walks, etc., etc., etc. And so you're kind of back at square one. It's like, and I mean, I stay up late and I sleep into the afternoon, and by the time I get all that done, if I need to go out and do anything, by the time I get back, it's pushing toward like 5 o'clock or so, and 6 o'clock sometimes. It depends. Like normal time, people would be getting back from like a job or something, and so I'm like, okay, and I watch a lot of stuff for both of my podcasts, and so I have to get all that done. I have to watch this, watch that, and then it could be pushing like 9 or 10 o'clock, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday I record said podcasts, and then I eventually have to edit them. I work Saturday nights for CS Toys, and then I record that radio show on Sunday nights. So some Sunday nights are full, and Saturday nights are full. Friday I'm usually with my friends, so Friday nights are full. And Saturday too, and by the time I'm done with them, that's when I start working. So Saturday I do Pokemon at the shop as well. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, I'm busy a lot, and that's not even counting the fact that I do have the prospect of trying to find this other job that I hope to get. But So I have very few days that are full, and the moments I do get, I either spend recording or editing all of the stuff that I do, and then sometimes I just veg. Sometimes you just need that break and just sit there and watch TV or watch YouTube. YouTube is a trap. YouTube is a trap. I just watch it all the time. But so it's kind of like, and by the time I have free time and I'm done with everything, it's late, and I'm like, well, let's just go to bed, and I go to bed. So it's a thing where I've been in a cycle 2 months of, I don't want to say depression, because I don't think that's the right word. I feel depression is a lot more severe of a thing, but it's just it's a general lack of happiness. So I guess that is the definition of depression. But I'm saying it's not clinical. It's okay. But yeah, it's just a general like lack of happiness. Like, I'm not happy doing anything like that anymore right now, just because it looks so bleak. The future looks really, really bleak. And I'm at a bit of a crossroads, because I mean, I love tokusatsu, I love the toys, and I love the shows right now and all that. So I'm in a pretty good place in that regard. But I still feel a little bit bitter about the fact that the Pokemon videos didn't really do as well. There was a point where they just kind of stopped doing well, barring a couple random videos that even my managers at Screenwave don't know why those videos do well. Nobody really knows. But it's just a little bit of bitterness, because I was really excited doing the Pokemon TCG videos, because it was my chance to do something Pokemon related on this channel. And like I said multiple times, Pokemon is always my go-to thing. It is the singular thing in this world that brings me the utmost happiness no matter what I do. Watching the show is kind of hit and miss sometimes, but playing the card game, running tournaments, collecting the cards, opening the cards, playing the video games, buying toys, Pokemon is the one thing in my life, franchise-wise, that I know I can count on to put a smile on my face. And Toku does do that a lot. But sometimes it just doesn't. Like last year with Ghost and Ninja and stuff at the same time, like that was bleak. That was an awful time for me. But thankfully we're in a really good time right now. I like Kyuranger a lot. I love X8 a ton. So we're in a really good place right now involving Toku. But it's kind of one of those things where Toku is kind of a wave, not to borrow CS Toys radio show, but it's kind of a wave where sometimes I'll love it, and then sometimes it's just like, it takes a back seat. I just enjoy some older Toku that I know I love, and wait for hopefully something better to happen. But Pokemon is one of the things where I'm like, yes, 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 Pokemon is great, I love it. And so I still feel a little bit empty that they didn't do well. And I watch a ton of PokeTubers on YouTube. Like I said, I waste a lot of time on YouTube. And so, like, I see their success, and I just kind of get a little bit upset, because I know I can happily say I'm successful in the Toku community. I know there's a ton of people that hate me. Some people don't even know me. Some people just don't care about me, and that's perfectly fine. I don't really care. But I feel like I've made a great name for myself in the Toku community, and I'm really happy about that. I just wish I could have done that in the Pokemon community as well. But I feel at this point it's a situation where the way that I feel about the Pokemon community right now is a way that I feel a lot of people trying to get into the Toku community now is that it's a really large ocean that's getting flooded, except for the Pokemon community, it's like bigger oceans. It's like Atlantic or Pacific instead of like the Red Sea. Is that an ocean? That's a sea. Close enough? Basically, Toku is a really small ocean, and Pokemon is a really big ocean. And I just really wish I could have gotten to that big ocean. Making a name for myself in the Toku community was pretty easy, because when I did, it was even smaller. It was more of a lake than an actual sea at that point. And so it was really easy to make a name for myself. There was very few toy reviewers out there doing anything tokusatsu related, particularly English-speaking ones. There was a lot of Japanese reviewers at the time, don't get me wrong. But in terms of English-speaking people, there wasn't a whole lot. So it was really easy to make a name for yourself, especially the way I projected myself at the beginning of my channel, because I was buying every single toy as fast as possible. I did not care about anything except making this work, and it did. And I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of what I have built. But like I said, it's just one of those things where I really, really wish I was able to do that with Pokemon as well, because I want to be able to always enjoy what I do. And like I was saying with Toku, sometimes I don't, and I wanted that alternate thing to be able to fall back on. And I, unfortunately, just kind of cut that off a couple months ago when I decided not to do card videos anymore. And like I said, it was a matter of the fact that it just wasn't really worth the time and effort making those videos when the return financially wasn't particularly there, when I could do Toku videos that would help me a lot more than the Pokemon card videos. That's basically what it was at. And so I cut that out, and I mean, I still get the joy of opening packs. I share everything I pull on Twitter, and it's great, but not everyone watches my Twitter feed or anything like that, so a lot of people miss out on it. And it's a shame. I really want to find that happy balance that gets me motivated to do this again, and it's really hard right now, basically. Like I said, there's a lot of personal things going on that I'm not willing to publicly discuss here on the channel, and it influences me as a creator because it influences my mood. And if I'm not physically and emotionally happy, then it's hard to sit behind the camera and record videos. Even it's a very trivial thing, because I mean, I'm sitting behind the camera playing with a toy that's in front of the camera, and I don't really have to do a whole lot except talk about some things. And it's really easy for me to put on a facade for 5 to 10 minutes, talk about a toy, and then I can go cry in a corner if I want to. It doesn't matter. But it's getting there that's the problem. Like, when you wake up and you're not happy with how things are going in your life, sometimes it's really hard to get the motivation to do the things that you need to do, and so you find other things to do instead. So over the course of 2 months, instead of sitting down to edit a video, I would sit down and watch YouTube or watch a program or try to catch up on things, play a video game. Mario Kart 8 came out, that did not help at all. But or go out shopping. I love retail therapy. And so even though my stores have been a desolate kind of hellhole for a while in terms of finding anything new, I did it anyway because I was out of the house and I was doing something I liked. So it's just one of the things where I really need to find what makes me happy, and I feel I will. I kind of just wanted to make this video, this rant, to kind of go over just why things have been so desolate the past 2 months. And things will get better. They're not going to continue to be this desolate, and I'm not going to continue to be completely sad about it. I mean, am I going to wake up tomorrow perky and happy? Probably not. Might maybe for a little bit, but then I'll just remember all the really crappy stuff that's happening, and I will jump back a little bit and probably get sad about something again. And so it's not something that's going to fix itself overnight. I've been taking baby steps to kind of get back. There was a point last weekend where I had, I think, about nine or so videos planned out to release on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They were all very small things. Like I've got proto shots that I haven't done yet. I've had some really cooler things like the Gamba Rising shot that I haven't done yet. Various Q-Tama sets for the Candy Toy capsule lines that I haven't touched yet. And so I was gonna like kick out those kind of smaller videos and do like a nice 9-video dump, and it almost worked. I think I got 3 videos out, and then a bunch of stuff happened and I didn't get to recording the rest of them, and it just never happened. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll just get back to normal product on Monday or Tuesday. And then again, like I said, you wake up, you're not happy, and your entire work ethic just kind of falls off a cliff. And so like I said, I know that's not a valid excuse. It's really not a valid excuse whatsoever. But I'm just being honest. It's what's happening right now. It's why I've gone 2 months posting very little content here. And like I said, I just hope to find that footing again. I might try to experiment with some new video types. I might try to do some more ramble-esque videos like this one, except actually on a topic and not how about not happy I am. And so hopefully we'll get somewhere nice. And I'm not saying toy videos are gone. That's the basis of this channel. They're not going anywhere. But I need to find that spark again, and I need to find that happiness again. And like I said, I know I'll get there in time. It just might take a little bit, so just bear with me. Like I said, I'll get back to where I want to be soon. I just wanted to kind of just address everything. And I know this has been 23 minutes of me just going on about how I'm not happy, and that makes for a very boring video, and I apologize for that. So if anyone's actually still watching this, bravo, good on you. I got nothing for you, but bravo and good on you anyway. So yeah, I feel like this is just going nowhere. I just wanted to talk. I wanted to hit the button, and I wanted to just word vomit everything that was going on in my head regarding the state of YouTube, how my financial situation's in the crapper because of it, how I'm looking for new jobs, how I'm not particularly overjoyed at where my life is right now. And I just wanted to make everything as transparent as possible because that's just how I work. I want everybody to know what's going on with me. But sometimes it's easier for me to just word vomit like this than it is to actually post it on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that, I guess. I feel like there was something larger I wanted to address, and I'm just blanking right now. But let me know what you think in the comments down below, especially regarding the Tokusatsu thing, the Pokemon thing. Some sort of balance between the two. Balance. He's a good character. But anyway, this is where my mind goes at now 2:30 in the evening, morning, afternoon, night. Nope, a lot of that was wrong. So I digress. Again, thanks for listening and all that. I do very, very much appreciate everyone sticking around. I still get comments on videos all the time, and it's a nice little kind of thought process to know that people are still there. And like I said, I talk to so many people on Twitter and Facebook every day that I'm very, very, very happy to call friends and fans, and it means the world to me that you guys will stick around through all these kind of hardships that I kind of go through mentally sometimes, and I appreciate it a ton. And we'll get to where that I want to be soon. We'll find that place, and like I said, I don't know where that place is exactly, but I know what I kind of need to do to get there, and I just need to find it and do it. And we will get there. We'll have some really cool stuff coming in the future, I promise you. And thankfully, with June looking a little bit lighter, just like May was, we'll be able to get through all this cool stuff that I got sitting here that I just haven't been mentally there enough to do. And so like I said, we'll find that place. We will find it. So let me know what kind of things you'd like to see in the future down below. Let me know if you guys would watch a second channel that's dedicated strictly to Pokemon. And then I'll leave Shuko and Shinobi for all my Toku stuff, and then I'll do some Pokemon-related name involving Shuki as a brand new channel, maybe. And maybe that's the ticket. Maybe the ticket is to be less broad and be more specific. That might be the way to do things, because that could have been my problem in the first place, is the fact that I was mainly a Toku channel that started doing Pokemon videos, expecting the Pokemon videos to do well, and then not, because everyone knew this as a Toku channel, and stuff like that. So maybe that is the ticket. Maybe a second channel is the ticket, and I just don't really know that yet. So we'll see where that takes us. And another thing about that is just, like I was talking about the Pokemon community being a very big ocean, there's so many PokeTubers out there. There's card opening videos up the actual butt. I'm just picturing a bunch of cards up a butt now. That's a image I don't want in my head right before bed. But seriously, there's so many pack opening things on YouTube. It's nuts. And so, like, people have specific people they go to, whether it's Darium's or Enlisted Leaf or whatever it may be, whatever your style is. It's hard to compete with numbers and stuff like that. And there is a billion Pokemon top whatevers and theorists and stuff that I would never be able to outclass, because my editing ability and stuff in After Effects that you need for stuff like that is not there whatsoever. So then there's that. So I'm stuck doing, like, okay, I can do toys, but I don't actively buy a lot of the toys. I have some of them. And so, like, I can't 100% dedicate to doing Pokemon toys, because there's a lot of them out there. And so, like, you're stuck at a crossroads, and I don't really know particularly what to do in that regard. But give me your advice. I am opening up the comments to the advice of everybody. So let me know what you think is the plan to do, and what you think, what you would do in my situation and stuff like that. And before anybody says Patreon, I'm not doing a Patreon. I never will do a Patreon. I don't think, as somebody that is a toy reviewer, I don't agree with Patreon as a out, because if the way I see it, doing Patreon when you are a animation channel or a music channel, music in particular, or stuff like that, or doing like comedy sketches and stuff like that, I feel like Patreon is a very great system to reward people. But when you're someone like me that spends copious amounts of money on toys every month, I feel like doing a Patreon is kind of like a slap in the face. It's like, oh, look at all these toys I bought, but hey, give me money, haha. And I realize that money would go toward the toys that are on the channel, but there's some sort of moral line there that I don't particularly agree with. So, as it stands, I don't particularly want to start a Patreon. I just don't really think, as somebody that buys way too much stuff, I just don't think Patreon is the way to go in that regard. I just feel like it's morally wrong. So, nobody write Patreon in the comments, because it's just going to get ignored. But that is that. Like I said, we hit that half-hour mark, so I'm gonna wrap this up again. I'm sorry for rambling so much. I have tried to stop this video about 6 times now, and I haven't, just because talking is very therapeutic for me. And especially talking to something that can't talk back yet. And here's Milo. Come to say hi. Or not. He's going to turn the other direction. You might get his tail, maybe, if you're lucky. But that is that. I look forward to talking with you guys. There he is. I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments about what you think and everything. And for now, I just very much recommend Ryutei Kireno as a iPhone camera stand, because it totally did a phenomenal job in this video. Bravo, Kireno. You're a fantastic little toy. So that is that. Thanks, guys, so much for sticking with me. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for watching and talking and all that fun stuff. So I love each and every one of you to the bottom of this cold, half-beaten heart. That's so dark. And I will catch you guys later. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great one. Thanks again. Bye.